Hi, welcome back. This is the 5th video in a series that my guides asked me to share. I have a long list of things that I want to channel per requests, but they asked me to share these messages right now at this time. So I know it's very needed, but check out the first 4 videos in the series because they build on each other. Today I'm talking about how this global system. So we are in our planet is run by, our planet is being run like a corporation. I'm not going to get into who's running it, or even why. It doesn't really matter, honestly, but, and I'm going to talk today about how this is even happening. So you can empower yourself to, no longer consent to these, belief systems and structures that aren't created for you. So if you think about this is how my guides are explaining it. When we come out of the womb, they're showing me like a baby and people talking at the baby. The baby turns 1, 2, 3, 4 years old, right? From the time we come out of the womb, our caretakers, whether it's our parents, it doesn't matter who it is, right? Our caretakers, before we get to school, our caretakers tell us what to believe, right? They tell us when we're having an emotion that they don't like, we learn to shut it down. They tell us if we're creative and we're using our imagination, they tell us to stop, that it's not real, right? Because they were told the same thing. So there are belief systems that are passed down through human incarnations from great grandparents to grandparents to parents, and through our lifespans, there might be things that change, like laws or belief systems that change. But for the most part, their belief systems are passed down through life. And our caretakers start by sharing with us what they believe is real. And then we get to the point 4 or 5 years old where we go to school and we're given what we're told we're supposed to believe. And so if you imagine being born into the system that we're all in right now versus being born into somewhere in an indigenous tribe that doesn't have these systems or structures. They don't have banking. They don't have Western medicine. They don't have political structures like we do. If you're born into an indigenous tribe where their ancestors' information is passed down, a lot of this stuff has been hidden from us. Side note, go and do research. If you want to check out ancient civilizations on Gaia, there's a lot of stuff out there that's being proven now. It's proving what I'm channeling from these cosmic beings that are here to guide us, from our higher self, God, source, universe, whatever you want to call the higher power. So we used to be taught, and there are still areas around the globe that know the truth, that know that we are spiritual beings, everlasting souls having an experience. And these tribes, these groups of people are still teaching children when they come out of the womb, babies, children, how to connect to higher wisdom. But everyone watching this, most likely, the majority of the planet lives in a indoctrinated system and structures that were created by the people at top to control us and divide us. And the primary, my guides are saying right now, the primary reason these systems were created is to keep us disconnected from who we really are. So you are a soul that originates from the cosmos. That's what I call it. You are a soul that's all love. You have eternity. You will exist for eternity. You're having an experience, and I go into this in my other videos in this series, so go watch those because my guides gave me visuals to help you explain, help make sense, or help me explain for you to understand better what's going on here, for me to better understand. But you've chosen to have a human experience. So the people at the top of this global pyramid that's running the globe like a corporation says as soon as the child comes out of the womb, they must immediately be disconnected from their inner wisdom. Now, there are, and I've met some of my clients grew up in more woo households where their family encouraged imagination, encouraged the memories, or these natural tendencies that children have. And they're very different. They look at life very differently than the majority of us that were taught to believe certain things because our parents did and their parents did, etc. So this global system of control and control is we're passing these belief systems through our children I go into this in the videos too. Why do we believe this? Why do we believe these things? Where did they come from? Who is it benefiting? It's benefiting the people on the top. And the primary reason why these systems and structures are in place, Western medicine, these are just to name a few, the media, religion, political structures, etc., are to keep us disconnected from who we really are, because we are the powerful ones. We, the majority, the billions of people on this planet who have forgotten who we really are, because primarily we are born into a society that we are given the script of how to live. We're given the script of what to believe, what's right, what's wrong, who to hate, who to fear, right? How to live your life, what job to get, right? Oh, you got to keep working for that retirement. You got to keep working for that 401k, right? That's Social Security, so you get a little bit of money when you're, when you retire. Who created these systems and structures and why? They're created by the people at the top. They've been around for a very, very, very long time, thousands of years, to keep us disconnected from our inner self, from who we really are. And what's happening here is the earth is going through a shift. The earth is ascending. You might have heard this. And as the earth's vibration increases, everything is vibration. I'm not getting into this in this video. There are amazing people on TikTok that talk about this. You can follow like Billy Carson. He's more of a public figure. There's a lot of people who are genius scientists who have proven these things true, but everything is energy. Everything's vibration. And as the earth is going through a vibrational shift, there are humans on the globe that are waking up, which happened to me. I woke up 4 years ago out of the blue, 3.5 years ago, almost 4 years ago, out of the blue, didn't believe in any of this stuff before, and I started channeling, being visited by spirits, connecting to people across the globe and knowing what they're thinking and seeing their whole life and seeing their childhood, seeing past lives. People are waking up on this planet to who they really are because of the earth ascending. Thank you, earth. Because we've been asleep for centuries and centuries and thousands of years. And so the people at the top are trying to keep us asleep. They're trying to keep us disconnected. And that's why they created Hollywood. And that's why you're supposed to go to the doctor once or twice a year to get checkups and then take drugs and medicine and, disconnect from your inner wisdom, disconnect from your higher self, who is your guide here in this lifetime. Because the more people that wake up, the less these systems will run. So if we continue to believe in all these systems that they've told us that we have to participate in, they will keep going. As soon as we wake up and decide to no longer participate in these systems, to say, I'm going to choose to believe what's best for me in my life and bringing me joy. The key here is it bringing you joy? If it's not, it's probably something you've been forced you haven't been forced, but you have been led to believe, and now you have a choice. I'm telling you, you have a choice, but we've been led to believe that we don't have a choice. Just like, they'll say, in order to do this, you have to do that. To get a credit card, you have to open a bank account, put money in the bank, right? You have to keep the system going. In order to go to school, you have to get a bunch of shots into your body. Why are these systems in place? It's to literally keep us disconnected from who we really are. You are a powerful being, a powerful soul in a human body. Anything that's bringing you sadness, anger, and misery, and hatred and fear is not you. It's what's being inundated to you. It's what's being pushed to you. You have to unplug. Stop watching the news. Stop watching the media. Stop watching Hollywood. Who cares what the celebrities are doing? All of these commercials on TV to buy stuff, to pump yourself full of drugs, that have a million side effects, right? Like, you get to choose whether or not you participate in these systems, because the more people that unplug from these systems, the faster they'll collapse, and the more we can start creating the ones that actually benefit us, the way we used to live, the way these beautiful indigenous tribes, there's not many left, and that's on purpose, because they remember, and they're not living with millions of dollars in the bank, and they're not living with all of these cars and consumer items that benefit the people at the top, and they're happy, because that's what's truth. The truth is who we really are. All right, I'm out of time. Everything I share is completely void of judgment and opinion. Everything I share is completely channeled, but even so, I have to say this is for fun and entertainment. Stick around. I'll be going into more of this in the next video. Thanks for being here.